Today we are in Istria, and me and Bianca will explain how beautiful this region of Croatia is. Known since the Roman times as Terra Magica, the magic land, Istria is one of the most beautiful regions on the North Mediterranean Sea. Usually people go to Istria looking for the sea, but there is much more. Venetian towns, medieval villages, and really green hills. The goal of this video is to make your booking the next summer in Istria. We are in Pula now, which is the main city in Istria with around 60,000 inhabitants. It is the main port and in a very industrial city with shipyards and a very busy port. Has been inhabited since ancient times, has very important Roman ruins. And this one here is not a Colosseum, it is the amazing amphitheater of Pula, one of the best preserved in the world and one also of the largest one in the world. Was supposed to host more than 20,000 visitors at the time, and today is still in use for summer concerts and other events. Istria derives its name from the Istri, an Illyric tribe described by the Romans as very skillful pirates. It took 2 military campaigns for the Romans to take over this region. Here we go, we are in the main square of Pula in front of the town hall. And this Roman temple, which almost survived through the centuries. It was bombed during World War II and then reconstructed brick by brick. Following the fall of the Roman Empire, Istria was conquered many times. First it was under the Byzantines, then the Longobards, the Avars, the Franks, and various small kingdoms. From the 11th century, cities on the coast started to go under the influence of the Republic of Venice for more than 5 centuries. Following the Napoleonic period, Istria became part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire until World War I. Subsequently, it became Italians until 1947, when, following World War II, was assigned to Yugoslavia. During the 90s, it was marginally touched by the Balkanic Wars, and since 1991 is part of Croatia. Porec, or Parenzo, on the coast has a long touristic tradition. It started to become popular in the 19th centuries among the Austrian aristocracy, and it is probably the most visited city in Istria. This is another beautiful Istrian city on the coast. It's quite famous because it still has a very old basilica, which dates back to the Byzantine period. They don't know, it's like a paper cut that seems to grow. We are visiting the Euphrasian Basilica. It's really a large complex and it's one of the best examples of Paleo-Christian architecture, and right now is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. All the bad memories play over again. In heaven only knows. We leave the coast and we go inland. Our first destination is the very small village of Baden, where time seems to have stopped. We are now in the charming town of Baden, which is pretty small, but it's actually really amazing in the middle of Istria. You can say, so you scream out, but no one hears your cry. Can't remember when you feel so alone, nothing left to do, so you go get stoned, and when you look around, all you see are stars. It's down on the east. We are in Groznjan, which is another very small old village in the Istrian inland. All the bad memories. This town was almost abandoned after World War II, but started to get back to life around the 1670s when a group of artists settled here. How far it's really gone. Today is home of a very famous music festival. You can hear a lot of musicians trying for the performance tonight. We continue to Motovun, or Montona. Look how a beautiful medieval city this place is. We get to the top in Piazza Andrea Antico with the dome and the medieval tower that can be seen from miles away. Montona is built on a 300 meters hill and the view from there is spectacular. Istrian inland is very famous for the products of its land. In particular, olive oil, wine, and especially truffles, whose price can be up in the region of thousands of euro per kilogram. Here we go. Today I got a bike and I'm going through beautiful parks along the coast. I'm about a few kilometers south of Rovinj, and it's really full of biking trails, which are really pleasant. Istria is not only about history, medieval towns and truffles. We get the bike and start going along the coast, stopping from time to time to take a swim in the blue Adriatic Sea. And honestly, Istria is really famous for the amazing sea. Originally, Rovinj was an island fully fortified and was then connected to the mainland in the late 18th century. Behind is the Barbie Arch. It has been built in one of the old entrances of the city walls. But this one is special because, differently from any other Venice lion, it also has the genitals. This is Santa Eufemia, the main church of Rovinj. But the landmark of the city is definitely the bell tower, very similar to the one of Venice in San Marco Square. We are climbing the tower bell. It is quite challenging because the stairs are quite narrow and quite irregular, but the view from the top is meant to be amazing and rewarding this risk. On my right there is the city of Rovinj, on the left there is the Adriatic Sea. For centuries Rovinj was a Venetian outpost here in Istria. Today it's still a bilingual city. Italian is widely spoken alongside Croatian. And obviously we are trying some fish food. The local fishermen, they cook twice a week over the summer. Here we go, and from Rovinj we say hello. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask. That's a goodbye and to the next video. Let us know in the comments below if we managed to convince you to come to Istria. Thanks and goodbye.